Hi, it's Andy again, and in this video I want to discuss healthy food selection. So I've been on a restricted sort of diet since I was a teenager. I do eat fish and I do eat dairy products, but I don't eat other meats, and I don't really like labels, but I guess some would refer to me as a pesco ovo vegetarian. And so even though I've been doing it for quite some time, I don't necessarily think that I've been doing it the right way. So I think my diet is lacking in a lot of pretty essential nutrients. My intake of carbs is probably too high. I do eat a lot of rice and I do eat a lot of pasta. So I wanted to modify my grocery list to include foods that are rich in the nutrients that I probably don't get enough of, and that are lower in unhealthy carbs, I guess. So I have a list, and I'm just going to do a rundown of what's on the list. I do need to say that I used a particular article as a reference, and the link to the article is below in case you want to take a look at it for yourself. The first few items on the list are black beans, kidney beans, lentils, white beans, and chickpeas. Now, those things are rich in protein, they're rich in fiber, and they're also rich in healthy carbs, which, according to the article, healthy carbs help you burn fat. I also have on here avocados, salmon, and dark chocolate. They're all rich in monounsaturated fats. Avocados are rich in oleic acid and protein, and they're also filling. So this is a nutrient dense item that you can consume, and you can consume less of it and feel more satiated or full. Whereas if you're eating other items that are probably rich in saturated fats, you're going to eat things that are just probably going to settle in as fat. Dark chocolate, that's great because I'm a lover of everything sweet. My sweet tooth is out of control, so it's good to have something on here that I can kind of go to when I'm having a sweet craving. Dark chocolate is sort of bitter in comparison to milk chocolate, but it still does the trick. It does help curb sweet cravings if you like it. If you don't like dark chocolate, then you have to figure something else out, but I've tried it and so far it's worked for me. Also on the list I have oats, brown rice, quinoa, almonds, and potatoes. Now the oats, the brown rice, they're both rich in fiber and healthy carbs. And oats are good for your heart. Usually if you're trying to cut cholesterol or something like that, your doctor will tell you to eat oatmeal or whatever, and so it's beneficial in that way too. Now quinoa is one of my favorite things in this little category because it's a great alternative to rice. The only thing is that you want to let it cool a little bit before you eat it because the flavors really become more robust once the temperatures cool a little bit. So with quinoa, you're probably eating like room temperature quinoa or slightly warmer than room temperature is how I eat it. It's pretty good. Almonds are on the list because they're rich in healthy fats. Potatoes, though, are on the list, and I was surprised about that because they're, carbs. They're really starchy, but according to the article, they're more filling than bread, and they're rich in healthy carbs. So potatoes are actually good in moderation. I also have feta cheese and eggs on my list. Now, feta cheese is rich in fatty acids that help you feel full and burn fat. Now, eggs, we all know, are rich in protein, so what I've done is I cooked maybe like 4 or 5 eggs. According to my research, you can keep hard-boiled eggs for up to 5 days. I don't think I can do that. I just can't. I can't stomach that, but I can eat them for maybe like 3 days. So I prepared enough hard-boiled eggs for 3 days worth of breakfast. And this morning I had 1 hard-boiled egg, and green tea. I knew that I was going to be having lunch with friends today, and so I didn't want to consume too much for breakfast and then over consume at lunchtime, so I left a little bit of room for that. I have broccoli, baby spinach, blueberries, grapefruit, and bananas on the list. Broccoli is rich in fiber. Baby spinach, according to my research, is rich in vitamin C, which is good. Blueberries are rich in fiber, and they're also full of antioxidants. And then I have grapefruit. Now, grapefruit is rich in protein, and because of the high water content, it's pretty filling. But grapefruit helps lower insulin, which is a fat storing hormone. So it's beneficial in that way. I have bananas and plantains on here because they both are sources of healthy carbs. And I'm really happy about the plantains because I'm an island girl, so, you know, a diet without plantains, I don't know if I could live with that. And then green tea, according to the article, is full of antioxidants, but it's also just as hydrating as regular water. It's like having a glass of water, but with a kick because it's rich in antioxidants, so that's great. And then of course I have plain old water on my list. So that's my new grocery list, and I'm gonna be trying to come up with really creative ways of utilizing these things in my everyday meal prep. Again, the link to the article is down below, and if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please feel free to shoot them to me. All right, thank you. Bye.